Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one of our weekly Attack on Titan discussion videos. Today we're here to talk all about episode something or other.
86.
86. That's 86 overall.
Yeah, 86 overall.
Yeah, I forget what it is like in terms of like the final season. Anyway, it's called Retrospective, and unfortunately I have to announce to you that there is no gold star this week. Very upsetting, but let's try it again. Let's try again for another gold star next week for the finale? Question mark?
Is it the finale next week?
Question mark?
It's supposed to be?
I think so.
Or is it, do we have
Because I think it's getting 12? 12 episodes? Maybe 13.
Or are we getting like one more episode?
After tomorrow? Or after next week? I don't know.
I don't know.
Question mark?
I don't know.
Are they going to do a movie? Final season part 3? Anyway.
I'm tired of the final of the final of the final of the final!
The final Attack on Titan. The final season. For reals.
No. It's Attack on Titan. The final season. The final movie.
The final season. The movie. I love that. Attack on Titan. The final season. The movie. Chapter 1.
It's never ending.
Attack on Titan. The final season. The movie. 2.8.
It doesn't end.
That's a Kingdom Hearts reference.
Oh.
The final season, the movie, 2.8. Okay. Anyway, we're here to talk about this week's episode.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get a gold star next week. 150 likes on this video before next week.
Yeah.
Gold star.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, we're moving. Anyway, yeah. We're moving around.
Oh, we're moving around. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the characters
are
moving.
Yeah.
So.
This week.
Do you mind if I scream?
Yeah. Go ahead, scream. Yeah.
He's dead! He's dead! He died! I saw it with my own eyes, and Gabby killed him! Oh, yes! Yeah! He's dead. He died. He died. Gabby killed him. He died. He's dead. He died. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All the Flock fans. Oh, they must be. Oh, I would feel sorry for you if you weren't the worst. All of you Flock stands, I feel sorry for you. Rip to one of the best villains in the show, though, straight up. Like Flock is like to give the man credit, easily one of the best villains in the show. But oh, he's dead. Oh, it brings me joy. Stella, he's dead. He's gone. Gabby killed her with her fucking like. Gabby's running at like a perfect shot. Misses. She just don't miss. She don't miss. That girl don't miss. She don't miss. She don't miss. The Gabby
The
growth.
only time, I mean, to be fair, the only time I wish she missed was Sasha. But you know.
That the one time, yeah, that was one time I wish she didn't miss. Every other time, I'm like, oh, she don't miss though. She don't miss. Gabby don't miss. But now comes the sad part. I gotta talk very briefly. So I got to scream about the death of the absolute worst boy of all time. Not even Titan. All time. Got to scream about that. Meg! No, Shadis, no! Why?
Yeah.
My
there
boy.
were a lot of deaths this week. We did have, at least we had deaths on both sides and not just one.
Yeah, instead like just constant pain for our side. No, we actually did get a big kill on the other side.
Yep, we did get a big kill with Flock. And I would be really surprised if he came back.
He's dead.
He's dead. And like if he comes back, I'd be like because everything that was set up about how he died was perfect.
Yeah, he died. Right? That was an excellent exit for Flock.
It was an excellent exit for Flock. And if he comes back, I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna be disappointed because that's a perfect because he gets the big like the one who's gonna save LD is me, and I'm like, yeah, I knew you were a selfish douche, right? And then Gabby just shoots him, boom, straight in the chest, right? And then he falls into the sea. And Gabby saves the ship. Right? So I'm like, that's a big moment for Gabby. To me, that's like, I want to hear no bad words about Gabby anymore. You know? She has the same accuracy as Sasha at this point. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to hear a bad word about my girl anymore. Right? In the same way that I don't want to hear a bad word about Reiner. Right? Like Reiner had the conversation with Jean. I don't want to hear a bad word about it anymore. Right?
We had a very like good action-packed
It was very
episode.
action-packed
because
episode.
like we haven't, for the past few episodes, it hasn't been like that
action heavy.
And so it was really cool
Mappa
to
flex,
see
too.
like they
Like, yeah.
really flex like some of those scenes. Whoo. I mean, we learned this week that the ship that or the flying aircraft boat thing that they were supposed to take, they can't actually take.
They can't fix it.
They can't fix it there because it would take like
a day
to service, and I'm like, oh, that they don't have time for that.
Well, the craziest thing is it would take a day, and by the time they finished.
Yeah.
What was it, like 600 miles of like Aaron's rumbling would have made it 600 miles inland, which is like holy shit.
Like,
but
fast.
Well, even now, right? Like Magath's plan, Magath and Hanji's plan, unfortunately means that Libero's just gone.
It's just gone.
Yeah. So like Annie has like no point to fight.
I feel like Magath.
I have a feeling like Libero's not gonna fall. Like, just because I'm like, that seems too cruel even for Titan to set up Annie going to find her dad and then... But we still don't even know if he's alive. Because the last time we saw him, he was about to get shot.
Yeah, we have no idea if he's even alive. But, like, here's the thing, right? Is, like, I feel like the reason Magath... Like, obviously, he like, sacrificed himself. But I feel like he sacrificed himself because he knew where he is... Like, where he lives is gone. And it's the last thing he can do for them. For them. Like, he wants to... Well, and it's, to me, like, you had said, like... Because I was like, not my boys! And I literally said, I'm like, it's been, like, what did I say? Like, it's been real, boys. Like when it blew up. And I was very sad. I cried. I was very emotional. Oh, I cried.
Like, because we've known those characters for a long time. Magath we've known since the beginning of the final season.
Yep.
And then Shadis we've known for Christ. Like,
for how long?
Like, he's been around since the beginning. Like,
and not just that. He's been like around Eren literally his entire life. Too.
Yes, like Shadis is a very important character within the narrative, which is funny because he feels like he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, but he is very important.
It was very interesting that they kill off two characters who were both mentors to our like main group.
They're literally like
they are parallels of each other.
Yeah, they're same
title.
Same title, different font.
Yeah, same title, different font.
Yeah, same character, different font.
Yeah,
like straight up.
One is Aldian and the other one is Marley. So
yeah, Marlian, and like, and I love that. Like, what's your name? Keith Shadis. Theo Magath. Right, and that's then boom, and they both know like we're gonna die heroes, right? Like, because at this point it's like we either we die heroes. Yep. Or it was all for nothing. Right, so it's literally like an all or nothing type situation where it's like we're either gonna die heroes.
Because they know for like
or
at
Eren
least,
wins.
Like Magath knows for a fact
Libero's gone.
That ship that they're on could make it to them before it's fast enough.
And he didn't tell his cadets, like he didn't say anything.
Nope, he didn't.
Because he knew they would have stopped him. Like
they would have stopped him, and it's really sad.
I think the only one who knew was Peak.
Yeah, Peak absolutely.
Because Peak would listen to Magath.
Yeah. But you know what else we got this week?
Oh my god, speaking of Peak. Flock.
Falco! I'm sorry, I always say
Flock of Falcons.
Flock of Falcons, yeah, but like Falco! Sorry, we got Falco's Jaw Titan!
Yes, we did. We got to see the Falco's Jaw Titan, and listen, no disrespect to no disrespect to Galliard's jaw, because Galliard's jaw is cool looking too. But like, Galliard officially has like nothing, right? Like, because I was like, well, maybe Galliard's Titan will be the jaw Titan will be the coolest one. No, Falco's is way cooler.
Falco's is much better. Like
way
Falco's,
cooler.
I was like, God damn, he looks awesome.
He has like a mask,
cool.
with like a cooler looking mask. He has like a you could see like the inside. He has like the like things on it. He has like the gauntlets. I was like, this is awesome. Now, he almost killed my girl.
Yeah, he did almost
Admittedly, almost killed Peak.
Oh my god.
When Peak's even like, like when Magath is like, hold him, and Peak's like, I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so sure.
Yeah, I think that's really sad too, that like
Falco
even get to
Falco and Gabby, neither of them got to say bye.
Yeah, neither of them got to say bye.
Yeah.
And
he holds, like, the way he's holding Falco is he's like, it's okay, you did good, right? Like, he's holding him like he's a dad, right?
Yeah, it was really sweet.
The only thing I wish, because I'm realizing this, right? Because Magath says to Shadis, like, they'll remember you as a hero.
Yeah.
They didn't know Shadis was there.
They had no idea Shadis
So
was
so
there.
I guarantee you, like, they're gonna find out that Shadis died later.
Yeah.
So, like, none of them got to say goodbye or thank you or anything.
Yeah, because they didn't even know Shadis was the one who blew
up the train. They just saw the train blow. We thought it was Jean.
Well, yeah,
right? Because Jean shows up after the train explodes. So I'm like, oh, was it Jean? How did he do that?
Yeah, I was like, how did he do that?
Yeah,
How?
like,
Who did it?
Yeah, meanwhile, it was Shadis who probably brought shit specifically for that, right? Or stole some of the Thunder Spears. You know? Like, so that's what I thought happened, is that John just, like, stole some Thunder Spears.
Yeah, but it was
Shadis. Yeah, and Shadis is the one staring at them through the window. Remember when we're like, who the shit is that?
Yep.
Right? It was Shadis who was so moved by how much his students had grown.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
that's
man,
so
right in the heart.
That was so good. Okay, but can we talk about like the scene where Mikasa was just fucking killing
everybody,
and then she that guy explodes and it rains blood.
Those two guys explode.
Two guys.
Yeah, she stabbed one dude through another dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then they explode and then there's blood that rains down on her. I was like, God,
and she has a mask of blood over her eyes that she wipes away.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Mikasa is
the boss. It's funny because like, when we first watched Attack on Titan back all the way in 2013, we were like, damn, this is like pretty violent. And now we're here and we're like, damn, this is like tripled, 10 times worse in terms of violence.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing too, right? Because the thing for us is like, when we were watching, we were like, oh shit, like Annie was 2D for a bit, right?
Yeah.
Like we're like, oh shit, like they actually drew the female Titan in 2D, and then it transitions to 3D, and we're like, oh okay. Mm-hmm. Like, and I will say this, like the reason why I said Mappa flexing, right? Because the action this week was crazy.
It was very
like
good.
In terms of choreography, it was brilliant.
Yeah,
like,
it was good.
Whoever was in charge of choreography for this particular fight did an amazing job. My girlfriend's gonna be like, "Who'd you say I know." But like, because every time I always say like it's this, everyone's like, oh, but in the manga, I know. But you have to translate it into. Exactly. I know it's Isayama. But yeah. But Mappa did a phenomenal job. Whoever was in charge of action direction, who like the director themselves, the animation team, like they did such a phenomenal job.
So good.
Absolutely flexing, even with the 3D. Because I genuinely think that Mappa's 3D when it comes to Titans looks great. Because the Titans are supposed to look like freakish. They're supposed to look otherworldly, and they really do. The 3D makes them stand out more.
Yeah, no, right? I agree.
So I actually prefer the 3D here to. Now keep in mind, I'm saying this, and people are gonna get upset.
You're gonna say Demon Slayer, aren't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's not much 3D in Demon Slayer, to be fair. And when the 3D shows up, it's usually in distant shots, and it looks bad anyway. But it looks bad, but it's far away, so it doesn't matter. Okay. No, what I was gonna say is I actually prefer the 3D here to Wits back in season 3. I prefer this 3D here. 2D animation, I still prefer Wit.
No, I would agree with that. I actually still like Wit's 2D animation.
I think,
not saying Mappa's bad.
Not at all. I'm saying that like when season 3 came out, it was season 3 then Vinland Saga.
Yeah. Like
back to back. So it was Wit just being like, look how badass and amazing we are, and then we get Mappa who just got off of Jujutsu Kaisen and God of High School. They did Yuri on Ice a little while before, which does have a lot of jank animation, but the first 2 episodes and the last episode are great. Yep. When Mappa wants to do really beautiful animation, they can, and that's here. Yep. But I just think that Wit captured Titan's like yes, Titan's very gory, right? Yep. Like this episode is very gory, and I do think that like Mappa nailed it. But like there's the way that they move, I feel is much more like whip, like the way people like whip through the air is more in Whiplash. yeah, that I find is more like the scene of Levi like flying away from.
Whiplash or Whitlash.
I'm just gonna let you sit with that. I'm just gonna let you sit in that awkwardness for a bit. Okay, so like Levi like as he's like whipping through the city, flying away from Kenny, like that I don't think we've seen again.
Yeah,
like
that
I was like that was crazy.
No.
And I that's not to knock Mappa,
No.
though. Like, there's some shots in this episode that are amazing.
Fucking, I still can't get over the fucking rain
The
bath.
rain? Yeah, like, that was
like
nuts.
The rain blood bath that
Yeah.
she literally
Connie?
had.
Connie, like...
Connie, my
Connie-
boy!
Connie-
Oh my god!
Connie, like, flying through and, like, get them out of here! Like,
And he just, like, no fucking remorse. He's like,
he's
you know,
full soldier
he's,
right
yeah,
now.
he's full. He's like, you know, he just killed his friends, and he's like, there's nothing.
I'm already pissed.
Nothing
and
holding me back.
Somebody even calls him traitor, and Connie doesn't skip a beat. Connie just
No,
keeps going. Yeah, and
he
it's like,
doesn't.
yeah. Well, it's funny because Flock keeps saying it like it's gonna hurt them, right? Like
Yeah.
Flock throughout the whole episode, like traitors, right? And I'm like, okay, when your team goes from hey, let's save Eldia to hey, let's murder the planet,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, I'm good. Are we the baddies, right? Like that's the point where are we the baddies? I'm gonna probably switch teams at that point, right? Just saying.
Yeah.
So like I do again, like because people. Okay, I think I want to talk about him a little bit again because I feel I am gonna talk about Flock,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be rational now. I'm not gonna be like over the top and like he's dead, even though he's dead, and I'm glad he's dead. But like I want to stress something because I feel like people don't understand this. These are videos, and they're meant to be entertaining. Right? So when I say that I don't like Flock, and I know that it gets under Flock Stan's skin, and I know how funny everybody else finds it, I'm gonna amp it up, right? Does Flock actually make my blood boil?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he
I was
does.
about to say, yes, he does.
Yes, he
I've
does, 'cause
literally
we've-
heard you rant about him to me
Yeah.
off camera.
Yeah.
Off just us sitting in a fucking Discord call and you being like, I hate Flock! And I'm
But it's
like,
usually
oh.
in reference to Titan. I'm not like
No.
sitting there being like, have I told you today how much I dislike Flock?
Yeah, no,
like,
it's always in reference to Titan.
like an argument, or even if we're talking about like the best worst boys, because I do think that he is written in a way where you're supposed to not like him, and if you do like him, I'm sorry, I think there's a little something weird with you. But like when I say like him, I mean like if you like him as like a villain.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like that's fine. But if you're like, I find him relatable and his morals are justified, I think you're fucking weird. But like I feel like most people agree that Flock is meant to be a villain.
Yeah.
Yep, certainly. And he is absolutely entertaining. That smirk he gives Hanji when he does the like shh
Yeah.
stuff of legends.
Yep,
Right?
yep.
Like it is like, and watching him die is satisfying because he's so brilliantly
Yep.
executed. As a villain, he is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, part of me, like, as much as I'm like, just die, like, we were literally sitting there going, like, just die, right?
Yeah.
Like, when Falco was about to get him, we're like, just
Yeah.
die.
Well,
Who hit him?
Falco,
Who was it? And-
He,
yeah,
you know,
like so many people were after him all at once, and he was, like, give the man some credit, he was actually ducking and weaving, like, the Cart Titan,
Yep.
the Jaw Titan, Mikasa, and he just missed the boat. Like,
Yeah.
I have to give the man credit, like, that was impressive.
Yeah.
But he's dead.
He's dead. He can't.
He's dead, and he's like dead. His luck ran out. Yeah, because he's a very lucky character. Like he shouldn't have been he shouldn't have escaped as many things as he did.
Yeah.
Because even Jean would have gotten at that
that's
point.
the thing is like even like with how much luck he had, it gave him such a big fucking
ego. Yeah, he has a
right?
huge ego.
He has a huge ego because he's like, I can do all these things.
Yeah, I did this, I did that. I'm the leader.
And I'm
I'm gonna save Eldia, right?
Well, whereas our main crew has like actually fight for their lives and have like it really wasn't luck, it was their like their skill and their knowledge. Flock, it was all just luck.
I will say like he is a skilled fighter. I will give him that now.
No.
But
Yeah,
but the amount of luck that he's had, because even skilled fighters would have died in the situations that he was in.
Yes, but I was just saying like when he escaped Zeke, you know, and
anyone would have died.
Anyone would have died.
Yeah.
Everyone died except
Erwin,
for him.
Marlowe, everybody died there.
Exactly. Even Erwin, who is a highly skilled, highly like competent, trained fighter,
he died.
Yeah. Right.
I think that like with Flock, because when he did the like Shinzo Sasage, I'm like, say it one more time.
Say it one more time.
Say it one. If you say it one more time, right? I was like, this freaking guy.
Go for it one more time.
Yeah. What?
No, not you. Sorry, it was a reference to the movie we were watching.
Last
night.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? But yeah, I was like, I was ready for him. Like, I think this was when he had to go, because I was like,
This is, yeah.
It went from being like, because I don't want people to think that I think the performance is bad or that the writing of Flock is bad or anything like that. No, I think Flock is brilliantly written to be an asshole.
Yes.
If you find him relatable, that's weird. He's performed brilliantly. And I loved watching him when he was on screen, because you want that feeling of like, oh, you bastard, like in certain characters, like you want to feel that oh, I could kill him, right? Like you want that. But
I could strangle him.
Ooh, I could strangle him. But he was getting to a point. I'm not gonna lie, he was getting to a point where I'm like, okay, he's less like, ooh, I want to kill him, and now I'm just kind of rolling my eyes, right? Because I'm like, okay, and I think that's less the show and more the fan base.
Oh yeah.
Right now, mind you, a lot of Titan fans are actually really good.
Yeah.
This is just like a very small minority of like Flock stands.
They're very loud.
Yeah, the very loud Flock stands. Like they were kind of ruining the character, whereas the show itself I thought was doing a really good job. Yeah. But it was time for him to go.
It was
same unfortunately with Magath and Shadis.
With Magath and Shadis. Because it's especially like with Magath, like we know that his character has come. I'm sorry, I'm squeaky.
Yeah, it's like, you okay?
I'm squeaky.
Yeah.
His character has come to an end.
Yes.
Right? And that's how you really know when a character is really gonna die, is that
narratively
when you gotta think about it, right? It's like, that's why we think Flock is dead, because there's narratively
no purpose
to have him anymore, and his like story / arc is kind of over.
Well, that's why I'm sort of like, that's why part of me is like, because we still don't know what's going on with Zeke, and I'm like, Zeke is in this weird limbo state where I'm like, he might be around, but his narrative like is kind of done.
It's kind of done, right?
So I'm like,
but we didn't see a body. We
didn't see a body, and there's still a promise.
And there's still a
Levi still made a fucking promise.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm like, I'm not entirely sure if Zeke is gone or not, because we just like, nobody's even talked about him.
Yeah.
Nobody said a thing. No one said, oh, Zeke died.
And that feels like Isayama trying to like throw you off the trail of like Zeke's, like making you think Zeke's dead for him to show up later.
Yeah, and like it's the same thing. Like, okay, like a lot of people could be like, well, what about Sasha, right? But Sasha's death still like caused problems.
The reason why Sasha's death was shocking is because Sasha really kind of like we said, like Sasha's narrative was kind of complete, like with saving I can't think of her name right now, the girl, I can't think of her name. Girl, Gabby's friend now.
Yes.
Which is weird to say.
Yeah.
But saving her, like that kind of was Sasha's arc.
Yes.
Right? And so she just kind of became a soldier. And the reason why the death is so shocking is because it felt like there was more Sasha could do.
Yes.
Right? So that's why the death is shocking in his.
Yeah, but narratively, it's still like affected a lot of things
her
way
death
after her
death. Her death propelled. Same thing with Marco, right?
Yes.
Like their deaths are shocking because you feel like there's so much more they could do, but because like the thing is, their deaths are the thing that they're going to do.
Yes,
like
exactly.
them dying propels the plot.
Yeah. When there isn't like a specific narrative set down for them, or a specific like goal for them. Well, and because I
see this a lot with like people think that like shock deaths are what make a show, right? Like The Walking Dead learned the wrong lesson, right? Where in The Walking Dead, characters die all the time, even though narratively it makes no sense for that character to die. Whereas in Game of Thrones, nobody is safe, but it always makes narrative sense when a character dies because of the decisions that character made that led them to that point. In the early seasons, because Game of Thrones falls all the way off. but Titan does the same thing.
Because at one point I was like, oh, are Reiner and Annie gonna die? And then I was like,
narratively
I was like, narrative, that doesn't make sense.
The only one I could see is maybe Reiner.
Yeah. Maybe Reiner, but the thing is, it's like, for me, I think Reiner is still a parallel to Eren.
So he needs to be there. And so
he needs to be alive until the very end.
Yeah, I think Reiner has to be there to have one last confrontation with Eren. Yeah. Annie was set up with the dad, right? Like, when I, just in case anybody freaks out, when I said, like, Attack on Titan does the same thing, I don't mean Attack on Titan falls off in the last half, because I realized that's the last thing I said about Game of Thrones. I'm like, no, I am very much enjoying the final season. This is a very good finale for the show. I just meant that, like, Attack on Titan makes it so that the characters' decisions lead to their deaths.
Yes, and I very much enjoy that, because I feel like I'm like, yes, that makes sense.
It's like, time for that character to go. It's still shocking.
Yep.
Like when they die, it's still like like you're still like caught off guard. Like obviously Sasha's death and Marco's death are still, I think, two of the most shocking, because you just don't expect it.
Well, because like even if they don't finish their like quote unquote arc or whatever, if it
propels a new character.
Yeah, if it propels a new character, then that's good, because like Erwin. Right, Erwin's, he didn't get to see what was in the basement. He didn't get to find out.
His arc didn't technically conclude.
Yeah.
It kind of does though, because like his arc is that like if he finds out what's in the basement, he's not gonna have a reason to keep fighting. It's the same thing that's happening with Annie right now.
Yeah.
Right?
And
like,
then, but it pushes Armin forward though.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
As long as like their deaths impact the narrative, I feel like like that's what makes it satisfying.
Yeah.
Flock dying is like that. Like this was like their big one of their big obstacles. So Flock dying is a sign that maybe there's a chance.
There's a chance,
right?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Okay, but the one thing I loved seeing was Annie being emotional,
vulnerable.
Yeah. Her being
100%.
vulnerable, because I feel like when we've seen Annie, she's been like very like static, right? She's like static. She's not like very.
She's always been sort of like monotone.
Like monotoned, yeah. But like seeing so much like of her being so vulnerable, it was really nice.
Will you? Yeah. Like if I kill Aaron, are you gonna stop me?
Yeah,
and both of us were sitting there like, listen, like he's gone. Like I'm not gonna like when I look at Aaron now.
Yeah.
He's still my boy. I still see a little bit of him in there, right? Like my boy Aaron from like seasons 1 through 3, right? And even little bits of season 4, right? Like when we get in season 4 and we get to flashback, that's still my boy. I can still see him in there, but like darkness hasn't like totally taken him yet, right?
Yeah.
But where he is now, I feel like I stand by the fact that I think Isayama's basically just like, have you guys ever seen Code Geass? like that's like that. I stand by that. That I'm like, I feel like that's where we're going.
Yeah.
And I tweeted that out. That did you guys know that Attack on Titan is just Code Geass with flesh mechs?
I really think Eren is.
I think that's what he's doing.
Is the ideal. He's the epitome of, like
anti-villain.
No. Of the phrase, if you. Wait, what was it? When you live long enough, you don't die the hero, you'll live long enough to be the villain, or whatever.
Excuse you. First of all, it's you either die a hero or you live long enough to see.
Thank you.
It's from Batman.
I'm sorry.
It's from the Dark Knight. Batman. Okay. Get back up here. We gotta finish.
Okay. Sorry.
Jeez.
Anyways, yeah. But yeah, I think he's the epitome of that. Thank you. I needed a stretch. Anyways, I think he's the epitome of that.
100%.
Of that phrase.
I think, again, I don't think you've seen Code Geass, so you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say like Attack on Titan's like Code Geass.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say is, first of all, we should probably watch Code Geass because Code Geass is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not an insult to be compared to Code Geass.
I know, but it's Clamp.
Yeah.
Right.
It is Clamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no.
Code Geass
So it's I believe the character designs are by Clamp.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But the series itself is by Sunrise. Who does like Gundam and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Anyways.
But yeah. That's narratively where I think we're going.
Yep.
So if you've seen Code Geass, you get it. But if you haven't, it's gonna be an interesting finale.
Yeah.
Yes. Now again, could be wrong. We'll correct this in the next video. I probably should have looked this up before recording. But probably. I think next week is the quote-unquote finale.
If it's, I would be really surprised because I really feel like we're not close to the thing. I feel like we have like a few more episodes.
I should say that, like, so from what I gather, it's either 12 or 13 episodes.
Yeah.
If it's 12, then next week is the last one.
Yeah.
But if it's 13, then we get 2 more. The reason why I think it's 12 is because this feels like the perfect place to do like a little wrap up and then set up something else. I've seen so many people say it's going to be a movie. I'm one of those people who cannot stand when a movie gets when a TV anime gets a sequel movie. I hate it because I'm like, just be a show.
But what did you think about Mugen Train? But before we found out it was gonna be part of.
Well, but here's the thing, right? So like, Mugen Train's a great movie.
Yeah.
Right. I love that movie. You literally can't watch it unless you've seen the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Right. And then on top of that, they know that you can't watch season 2 without having the movie.
Yeah.
So they had to turn it into a TV series. Right? They had to turn the movie into parts of the show. To me, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's a little different because obviously Attack on Titan, this would be it, so you don't really have to turn it into a show.
Yeah.
But I personally don't like it. Another big reason is because when a movie comes out, as an example, the reason why we started dating is because of Free.
Yeah.
And we're both gigantic Free fans, yet
still
haven't seen the movie.
We still haven't seen the final straw.
Because when a movie comes out, especially if it's not super popular like Dragon Ball or Demon Slayer, we don't get it right away.
No.
Right? Like Jujutsu Kaisen just had its prequel movie come out.
Yeah.
Which we can't see because somebody hasn't seen Jujutsu Kaisen yet.
Sorry.
Anyway, so to me, I hope it's not a movie. It's probably gonna be a movie. Like, let's be real. Get up here.
Probably. Okay.
It's probably gonna be a movie.
Yeah, probably.
Because I feel like there's just enough material left for a movie.
A movie, yeah.
Which I will roll my eyes, but you know I'm gonna be there to watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
Anything else?
Nope. I think we covered everything this episode. I think
there wasn't a lot.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. It was just action.
It was action with big moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. I don't think there's anything to really sink our teeth into.
No.
We've talked about everything. You guys know that Stella is a planet.
I am a planet.
She's a gaseous planet.
I am. I'm stinky.
Outro! And there you have it, everybody. That is gonna wrap it up for today's video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to boop that up snoot, share if you care, leave a comment down below, and of course, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and set notifications to all. Let all of AnyTube know that you are here, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out our Discord so that you can actually be notified when new videos go up. And of course, you'll also be notified when we're streaming over on the other website that starts with a D. On top of being the best way to get notified for new videos, it's also a good place to discuss with fellow anime fans and stuff like that. So if that sounds cool to you, go ahead and join us over on the Discord, link down in the description. Also linked to the description is our Patreon page, and that, along with the join button right beside the sub button, are great ways to help keep this channel afloat. You will find our Patreon page for as little as $1. You can help keep this channel running. And of course, a big thank you I have to give to our masters of masters, the true legends, Asaki VT, Elizabeth Just Elizabeth, JCran23, Jeremy P, Matt87 Eagle, Shadow Creative, Shiorans, Stephen G, Stevie W, Trapmaster, Trevor W, and Tristan G. Thank you all so much for being so freaking cool. I really love and appreciate all of you guys for your tremendous support of this channel. And if you too would like to have your name shouted out at the end of videos, once again, go check out that Patreon link in the description or hit the join button right beside the sub button. Either way helps out a ton. And that's it for me. So until next time, clean your room. Just trust me, a clean room is a clean mind. Maybe do some Tai Chi. Maybe drink lots of water and brush your teeth. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.